and rice has grown up, and we are waiting uh, for the harvesting. Then rain is coming and destroying the crops and people also.
Mm, then our product is ready. In that
Yes,
time, rainy is
product
rain
is
come.
about ready. I think in 15 days it will be ready, and some where it is ready also, which is ready is now destroying due to heavy rain.
So, Surendra sir, which topic we will discuss today?
We can discuss environmental imbalance,
Yes.
which is suffering currently. Actually, it seems that we are going to face a flood also because the river is overflowing.
Yes. Some place is over, some place is dry.
Sometime we have faced this year dry season and flood season also.
Actually, we neglect nature, so nature will automatic doing this type of thing. I we neglect
Actually,
nature.
yes, sir. When people neglected the nature, after some time, people showed their presence that I am here. Don't forget me.
Yes, as like Newton third rule,
Yes.
a lot of a lot of people cutting trees, cutting hail, and that time thinking this is my or this is my soil.
Actually, human have reached at this position where they cannot avoid their lifestyle. They cannot change their lifestyle, and they cannot avoid the harmful effect of the nature. This that is happening right now. I think uh, global warming that cannot be avoidable from the man because their activity cannot change like that. If we are going to make a house, the requirement are necessary of food. We then for that purpose we have to cut the trees. We if we require the tree wood, and we require the furniture. And when government is government is making roads, highway nearby the trees would be cut because we need wide roads, expressway, highway. Then many jungles are cut down this time, and that that evil effect would go upon to the man. That is why we are suffering this time. So, if population will increase of the man, the danger effect will have to suffer to the man also. Yes, sir.
But people don't think that type of and they are doing.
Yes, sir. Population of the man is increasing day by day. Then their needs also is increasing, and needs
Yeah.
we get needs or we complete our needs, fulfill our needs from the nature. Like that, cutting the tree, by cutting the tree, we complete our woods. ठीक? And we need petroleum gases, we need oil, so many more things we need from the nature, and we sucking the nature. Actually, our problem is that we cannot live without that thing. You cannot imagine to live without motorcycle, without cars. If you want to go somewhere, you need to transportation, and that vehicle would go by the petroleum product, and petroleum product is natural. That is uh, suck, sucking from the nature, and that is why it is disbalancing.
So who is responsible and how can we? This is not a forgettable thing, Surinder sir. If we forget this type of thing, then our natural problem will always increase.
No doubt human is responsible for that, but it is, I think, it is not avoidable. uh, we can use this in safe way, but we we can minimize our needs. Like that, we should use our public transport, not private vehicle. Some If we are want to go somewhere, we should use public vehicle. If one person go in one car, like that, and there would be increased the need of the petroleum product, oil, petrol, diesel, this type of petroleum product. And if we are our family contains only 3 members, 4 members, so we should not structure made our home a big, like bungalows. We should make our home small home, so there would be less need of wood. And this type of uh, method, then we can decrease our need of woods, and also petroleum product, and many more.
So, Nirdosh, please say something regarding today's topic.
Environmental disturbance, disbalance. Actually, we have Nirdos. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, sir. Hello.
Yes, today's topic is environmental disturbance that we have suffered last day. I think around me, my village, 2 or 3 people died due to lightning, and we have suffered dry season before 1 month, and now we are going to face a like flood like situation. So I think it is disturbance of environment. So please light on this topic.
Yes, sir. Here is environment disturbance. Uh, Not only only one. Uh, I can say only one problem. There is lots of major problem. Industrial and vehicles and lots of things. But right now our government is working on going on. In Mumbai, here is also I see lots of electric. cars and buses are uh, coming. So in future, there is carbon dioxide level decrease. There is lots of country who is made their own rules and regulation, and that country has no carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide free country that those country. So yes, if we made any rule and regulation, and we are following that rule regulation, then we will not suffering much. But what is the problem here is um, first, what is your priority? First, what is your priority? Okay, um, those country who is carbon dioxide free country, they their first priority is environment. Like our neighbor country Bhutan, there is less carbon dioxide country, and their first priority is tree plantation and forest. They are like forest is god. Their mentality is this type of. And second thing is, yeah, population is very low. That's why the reason compared to other country, their population is very high. So yeah, population is day by day increase, and how can we live? Because everybody wants house, and that's why the reason they cut the tree and don't plantation. I see in here Mumbai also. Few years back there is lots of tree, but right now metro and other I can say metro and other project are going on. So that's why the reason they are cut the tree and uh, made their product project. So that's why the reason. And second things, you told me some people die in your village due to lightning. So it is my personal observation and my personal things thought, sir. कि how can we live healthy and happy life? It is my personal opinion. Right now, I see in village there is lots of people who don't know how can I live happy and healthy life, and they don't have any much knowledge about food and about exercising. So that's why the reason their immune system level is very low and very decreased. Their body doesn't fight with any small happening. In compared to urban area, there is lots of people who know very well about their body, about their food, what I eat, when I eat, how I eat. Okay, so this type of things gives major role in our life. Okay, so last few year I also learned uh, how can I live healthy and happy life because uh, some happening and up and down is part of the life. Okay, uh, when I know this type of happening is part of the life, from that day and today, we don't get very hurry and I can say nervous. Not I live peaceful life because I know this is happening is going on because this is part of life. So why are scared? Okay, so this type of happening is going on, sir. But yeah, uh, I think it is my personal opinion, sir. If I talking about our transport system, so our government is very positive, and they are made their lots of project whose product project are working from working from environment. How can they save their our environment? So our future will be, I think bright. But one thing is scareable. Those things is population, because we have no any plan. Uh, how can I stop our increasing day by day, population? So I think these things will leave a negative impact to our environment. But if I talking about transport, so we have lots of plan in future, and I think uh, last few years I saw carbon dioxide level of uh, Delhi. There is every time there is carbon dioxide level was very high, and that's why the reason there are lots of disease are lots of disease people are suffering. So yeah, but right now their government is made their rules odd and even type of rules, and right now electric car is coming. So in future their carbon dioxide level decrease. I hope so. Yes, sir. That's
Yes,
it, sir.
Nirdos. Do you know, Nirdos, in region of increasing pollution in Delhi is main region is like Haryana and Punjab, Palali, I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Our
I
farmers
heard, yeah,
burn
farmer were,
our agri product as like rice during the rice time. After,
after harvesting, they burn their, parali, and
yes,
that
millions of,
parali, yeah, and that parali gives, lots of carbon dioxide. But yeah,
yes.
I saw this news. Our UP government Yogi made some, very good. I think very good way. How can they? How can they diminish their parali without increase any carbon dioxide, and they are working that way. So
No, but
yes,
this is the main cause from Haryana and Punjab farmers. So needed to by Punjab government and Haryana government first of all.
yeah, yeah.
But due to our people leadership and a lot of farmers means a lot of population
What is going on? But
involved.
India is diversity country, so there is every state has different government, and whenever you uh, face this type of problem, every state has different government, and every state has different rule and regulation. And some politicians, some think that if that person following this way, I am not following that person. Okay, so this type of ego and issue uh, working in our country. That's why they face lots of problem. Okay, but I hope what is the main purpose? What is the main thing, sir? Our people are very, upcoming generation are educated and very intelligent. They know what is the beneficial for human and what is the beneficial for society. And if any person are working from that way, that person will upcoming, their politician, their government. So those day gone, sir. I remember when I was child in my village also there is no people has any plan who is upcoming government and who is best person or not because they have no any uh, parameter and measurement. But right now we are in social media, so we are know which is good and which person is bad.
I think Nirdosh, this is a big disadvantage of our democracy
Yeah, democracy. Yes, yes.
because in Punjab, Haryana, a lot of all we know that all farmers burn balance product of farmers, but our government is not doing anything. Why? Because they know that if they ruled regarding farmers, then their government will lose. So this is not good for our nature also.
Yeah, yeah. And one thing is, sir, I think if you want to become any sector, uh, if you want to become engineer, you uh, you have to study at least 2 and 3 years. If you want to become doctor, you have to study 5 years, 7 years. But if you want to become farmer, you have no any study platform right now. If some platform are there, people are not aware that if I want to become farmer, I should join any colleges and increase our knowledge. How can I become farmer? So this is the very big disadvantage in India. That's why the reason we are follow ancient, time style. My father, my family also follow all the uh, time and style. They didn't upgrade in this field. So that's why the reason they face lots of problem. But if I started farming, firstly I want to increase knowledge about present time because ancient time was different and right now environment and everything is different. So how can I produce very good and how can I produce good way our I can say fasal also. So this is the uh, main things. What do you think, sir, in this area?
One minute. First of all, I want to Khushi, can you say something regarding our today topic?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good
So
morning.
today's our topic is environmental unbalance. It is very good topic because nowadays environment condition is very bad, and because of increasing companies, houses, making houses, and cutting of trees more and more. Everything have pros and cons. So pros is that due to increasing of companies, less number of people who have no work and more number of people who have work. Like we say in other words, unemployed. But cons is that cutting of trees due to cutting of trees, um, more and more due to cutting of more and more trees, our environmental condition is very bad and increasing of companies, the garbage of that companies is thrown in water, and due to that water pollution is increasing too much, and due to that our environmental condition is bad day to day because when we compare to before, companies is too much increased, and It's I think its main reason is increasing of population, because when population is increased, so many works also done to fulfill their need, because it is also important to fulfill their needs. So firstly, when we want to balance the environmental condition, so firstly we all work to control that, to that is control the population, because it is too much increased, and due to that uh, our environmental condition is also bad, and so many things is also, I think, not good. Because when everything is balanced, we can say it is good. And when we are talking about vehicles, so like vehicles is also increased, due to that our environmental condition is very bad, and due to going of vehicles, CO2 is increased too much. And in some states in which vehicles are not going with petrol, like in Delhi, so many times vehicles are not going with petrol. In that state, vehicles are going with battery uh, to balance the environmental condition, and it is also good. And it stops the air pollution when we are using the vehicles with petrol. It increasing the air pollution, it is a type of pollution. And when we are using the vehicles with battery, it does not increase the air pollution. And now Deepavali and Chhat Puja is coming now, and at that time so many peoples are using firecrackers, and due to that environmental condition is very bad. And after Deepavali and Chhat Puja, we saw in a newspaper climate of some states is very bad, and due to that, some peoples are also died. So when we are educated person, it is very necessary to not use the firecrackers, and try to say other peoples to not using, because when we are doing this work, uh, some number of peoples are decreased to use firecrackers, because it is not um, what we can say, it is not completely gone. But when we are using to try every years uh, to not use the firecrackers, and then you are, I think, uh, less this air pollution. And I say about garbage of the countries are thrown in water, and due to that uh, water pollution is increased. uh, I add one more thing, like currently Durga Puja is uh, ended, and in that peoples are immersed the idol of goddess Durga in water, and due to that also increase water pollution. So I don't want to say that we can't celebrate, or we don't celebrate the mm, uh, goddess of Durga Puja, but we have another option also, that is in temples. We made the idol of Ma Durga is made up of stones, and when that is made up of stones, we don't immersed in water. It is, we can say, it is a permanent idol of any god or any goddess, not only for Ma Durga, and that is also decrease the, these things is also decrease the pollution. And when we are doing little work for our environment, at that time their condition is good, because increasing of companies is not bad, because due to that so many people have employed. So we don't say that stop the increasing of companies, because due to that so many peoples are fulfill our dreams, we can say, or fulfill the families what they want. So I don't say stop the increasing of companies, but we say another things. And our environmental condition is very bad, and in when we go in cities area, in that place condition is too much bad. And nowadays more and more peoples are go in the cities area, because in the villages area uh, so many things are not available, and due to that they suffers lots of problems. But when they go in cities area, uh, they done all works, but their health condition is bad, and they want to live in villages area. So some little bit work to do for our environment, and when they do, like stop the firecrackers, because it is not important to burn the firecrackers. I and we all are using these things only for enjoying, and after enjoying we saw lots of people's suffering lots of problems, so it is not good. So it is, I think, government responsibility, because when we are, it's on responsibility also to stop that. But when government says to stop these things totally, it is very easy to stop. Like we can say ban the firecrackers, because we are not using these things for uh, we can say, we are only showing from that we are happy, or we are enjoying this, only this thing is used when we are too much happy. So it is not important, so stop these things. So like that, so many things which are only we all are using only for happiness, so this thing is, we can want to say, totally stopped, when we want to balance the environmental condition. And we all saw at the time in where I live, rainy season is uh, going on, but rain is uh, not uh, um, too much. And only I think 1 month it is going on. And when we are watching news, I saw in some places floods are uh, there, and so many people are died. And in that in due to reason behind that is our environmental condition is very bad, and due to that this things is going on. Because at the before time, our condition is not bad like that. In before time, rain is also going on properly. uh, we also consider at that time when summer season is coming. Summer season's condition is very bad. We are suffering lots of our temperature is too much high in the summer season. In the winter season, also the temperature is too much low. Rainy season is coming, but rain is not there. In all things, reason behind that, our environmental condition is too much bad, and due to that all things are in unbalanced. So when we are not doing uh, a good step for that, after 4 or 5 years, its condition is also too much bad and we can't suffer. And one thing I also want to say, we all read or know about, in ozone layers some holes are present. What is the reason behind that? Our environmental condition is too much bad, and that's why in the ozone hole are present. And due to that, so many people are suffering skin disease problems. And it is not feel, we can say nowadays we all are not feel, but after some time later, so many people who are suffering from skin disease problems like skin cancer or any other diseases. And we all saw after some years, like 5 or 6, its condition is too much bad and we can't suffer. Condition is too much bad. But no people now no people understand. But when these things it's come, at that time all people say and know about that. We all saw water level is too much down. What is the reason? Reason is the same. Our environmental condition is too much bad, and due to that its level is too much down. So many reasons. But now some of people are sincere but not follow that. When this is totally uh, affected me, we say, at that time all are sincere about that. But at that time we all are too much late. We can't do anything. So it's some of our responsibilities also to work. Like now Diwali and Chhat Puja is coming, so it's our responsibility to not using firecrackers, because it is totally bad thing according to me. Waste of time and waste of money, we can say. And also create a problem for environment. So some of things to do by me for making good environment. And okay, sir, I shared my idea. What you think about that? Uh, my point, you agree or not?
Thank you, Kosi. You have a lot of idea there regarding environment. You shared all things. So, like for my view, education is needed because after education, educated people, we hope they will care our environment because a lot of people thinking is this is my money and we decide how where we expend this. So this type of thing is not good. And Nedos, you told us our farmer is not educated. So this is also they forget how to improve our natural things. But I think this is main cause is our farmers thinking is farmers save money. They burn their balance product of in direct in a field because during our child time we see our field product as like rice and wheat. Rice balance trees of rice we use for our animal. But right now our Punjab people, Punjab farmers and Haryana farmers, they received only rice and balance product of rice trees directly burned in the field. Why? Because they want to save money and they never utilize balance trees of rice regarding our animal. That's the main reason. Then they burn balance product, and this is very big problem for our Delhi city. And Nidosi told us a farmer is not educated, but they are working in field and they earn a lot of money also. So, and I think our farmers is not only educated. I think a lot of businessmen is also not educated, but they are earning a lot of money generation by generation. So this is, I think, this is like family business, family generation by generation. They are doing this type of thing. What are you think, Nirdos?
Yes, sir, I agree with your point. But the number of very less. Okay, if anyone uh, do this type of happening, the number of very less, and
No, number of very less
education is
because
most
we see
important. Yeah.
a lot of like Marwari people. This type of family background is doesn't matter they are educated or not educated, but they are doing business in a well condition.
Mhm. But
Why like our
sir,
farmer is also
we
doing business,
see we
doing
see last few we see last few years everybody are should uh, everybody are uh, learn how to increase their business in online sector. So I think they are also learn. If you stop their learning, you cannot rise. It is my personal opinion. Doesn't matter which family you are belong, because the time is very unexpectable, and uh, how can you survive in this time? This is the big challenge. Okay, so personal, if anyone they follow old type on, they don't want to upgrade their self, they don't want to upgrade their business, they do not survive long time, sir. It is, I think, suppose uh, computer is needed for your business, but you say that I don't want to use computer, so automatically your you know after sometimes later you face lots of problem, and you didn't calculate your business without computer. So are you understand my point what I am trying to saying?
Yes, education is needed for
Yeah,
all any work.
if
Doesn't
you if
matter.
you if you are running without education any sector, I think that business and that work is your generation work. I think my but their education is needed also. Upgrade is very important. Doesn't matter you are farmer or not. Suppose I am after sometimes later, suppose I started farming, so I want to increase my knowledge about that field, and our government is made very block by block very education system. I want to reach there and there increase our knowledge about that sector. But right now I see many people who are very alsi, and they have no uh, they don't do this type of things in my village, sir. Not whole India, because our India has lots of estate, and many estate farmer is very rich and very multi-millionaire. And I see many educated people who is very educated, and uh, they did uh, very well any other field, but they stop that field and they start farming, and right now they are become millionaire from farming. I uh, saw some story about this type of things. So I think education is must need for any field. If you are doing without education, I think this is not long term uh, goal. If you made a long term goal, you have to update yourself. You have to increase your knowledge about that field, that area. Definitely, one day you will be become successful.
But here is Polari type is example is not educated or this is a costing.
Sir, only Haryana and other state burn their parali, but our Bihar there is no people burn parali. They use their parali. How can like lots of uses are available. So I told you no sir, the India democratic diversity sir, democratic also. So every state and every area has different rule and regulation. जैसे कि अभी
I
नया
think
नया में मैंने एक
Nirdos,
स्टोरी सुन
mm, Punjab and
आई
Haryana farmers utilize as like compound thresher. Compound thresher utilized as like they catch rice only.
यस,
So
एंड यू कैन यूज एज अ पराली सर, उसको हम खाद भी बना सकते हैं.
yes, yes,
ओके, सो we have lots of option, but people don't want to uh, adopt that option because burning is very यहाँ पे कुछ लगता नहीं है ना, सीधा आग फूक दो.
yes. One matches is sufficient.
ठीक है. So people are very I can they effortless, they are effortless. Okay, but our government
They
is, we are very lucky that present government is very aware, and they took एकदम स्टेप लेने में तुरंत स्टेप ले लेता है. वही आज से 15-20 साल पहले जो गवर्नमेंट था उसको एक चीज सोचने में 6 महीना लगती थी और स्टेप उठाने में 1 साल लगती थी. But right now our government is action taker. They took action very fast. So if anyone who is action taker person, definitely they will success. Not government only. If you are people like you are, like we also, if we are thinking every time, thinking, not action taker, we cannot success. But if we are action, because action gives some result. Okay, and that result is doesn't matter result in success result and unsuccess result. But whenever we see any result, that time it means we are learned something. Are you agree or not, sir?
Yes, but a lot of people utilize only shortcut method.
Yeah.
They think that today's only, not future. What the result after this work? And do you know, as Kusi told us, a lot of companies increase, and this is also main cause of our environment problem.
Yes, sir.
So,
Company and infrastructure. These are areas, sir. I can say unstoppable because this is requirement. This is people requirement. These company produce some requirement for human. And if they stopped, our infrastructure, our requirement is not fulfilled. So I think this is unstoppable. Yes. How can we start very less generated, very less harmful for nature? It is most important thing, sir.
no,
Suppose
but
we
you
are
know,
use
Nirdosh,
car, we have option electric, CNG, petrol. Which one we select? Y- yes, sir.
no, but I think our government provided a lot of rule and regulation regarding our companies. But our companies people is also doing a like shortcut method because I know
Mhm.
that every company is needed NOC every year to
Mm.
submit our
No
government.
objection certificate.
Yes, but they forget their work and they are doing as like means provide some money to our government employees and they are doing as like their companies. So this type of thing is also not good. Rule is rule and follow only how to how to manage their government staff. So this type of thing is also not good.
Yes, sir. Any shortcut is not good. Like life, in your life journey, if you use shortcut method, you cannot successful. Okay, so shortcut is not works every time. Sometimes works. I'm not disagree whole, but sometimes works. But sometimes that impact is very bad. Okay, so understand where I use shortcut and where I use rule and regulation and right way. What do you think, Prachi? प्राची या पार्थी?
खुशी
प्रार्थी. ये सबसे अच्छा खुशी ही है. This pronunciation difficult.
Yes, sir. What you say? Can you repeat?
I said sometime shortcut is very uh, sometimes shortcut way gives a good impact, but every time if you use shortcut, that things is not good for uh, our health and our life also, because every shortcut gives some bad and good impact also. So
Yes, I think
what do you think?
we are not using shortcut. Only you are using shortcut when you are in very we can say like when we are sitting in exam and you solve the problems and you have a very less time and you have very less time and you find the answer of question very quickly. At that time, like that situation, only you use a shortcut, because when we are going by long method in any problems, you have gained lots of experience also, and that is too much good, because when we are going through a long method, you thinks lots of things, like when we are going through a long method, you solve these things and you don't find the answer, and when we are not find the answer, you realize where I am wrong, and this making of we can say by this process we cannot find it, and then you using another way, or like we so notice like when we are adding 2 plus 3 is 6, like when we are these things and you don't know 2 plus 3 is 5. At that time, we also find your problem. I also wrong this thing uh, at that place. But when we are choosing the shortcut method, you don't find where you are wrong. So I think you always choose the long way, because it's learned so many things, according to me.
Not long way, right way.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yes, I agree with your thoughts. And okay, sir, Pankaj sir, we have reached our time. What do you
Okay.
think? You can give your opinion and conclude the day topic.
Okay. I think environment, we need to love with our nature. And
Sir, it is my personal opinion, sir. Every person has some priority of life. Okay. So, suppose my priority is money, my priority is health. These are the small priority, and we can push first. Which one is first? As the same way, God, what is the government priority? Government priority, first priority is how can we save environment. And if they work this way, definitely after some time later we saw, some changes. Because I learned from this is Bhutan. Bhutan government first, their priority is how can they save their nature. Then secondary, everything is secondary. But first is how can they save their nature. That's why the region does the you know uh, the uh, country is very beautiful. What do you think, sir?
I think here our people is thinking is two types. Two types means as like elephant teeth. Two types.
Okay.
When
एक दिखाने वाला एक खाने वाला.
yes, that's what I view. When they need to expend money, then they think no, no, this is not good for me, and they utilize I like shortcut method. And for others, they told us no, no, this type of thing is not good. So this type of thing is not good for our society, not good for our nature. So you know, our people is now need to save our environment. It is not, then this is good for our next generation also. Otherwise, this is very big dangerous for us. So, okay, Nirdos, you want to say something, or otherwise we will.
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir, uh, to give this good opportunity to express myself in front of you. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you so much, sir. Have a nice day. We will meet tomorrow.
See you. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, Pankaj sir. Bye, Kushi.
Bye.
Okay, sir.